Dunfield loving the national anthem from Home Run Hawk, one of our mascots that has come out with a lot of others tonight to celebrate Stiches' birthday. The lovable baseball that is a longtime mascot for your Elmira Pioneers, celebrating another birthday. And now they will exit the field as we get ready to play ball. Welcome to tonight's game. I'm Taylor Storthy, and you're watching Pioneers Baseball. The 9-10 Pioneers take on the 10-8 Geneva Red Wings. Your Elmira Pioneers are going to be wearing the standard gray and blue jerseys. Meanwhile, Geneva will be wearing navy and white. Their clothes will also have some red accents on them. As usual, your Pioneers will start out on defense. Hunter Kendall makes an appearance tonight on the mound. This season, Hunter Kendall has a .364 ERA and a 1-1 record through 17 innings. He's only conceded a .153 opposing batting average, although he does have more walks to strikes, which can be something that's a little bit disappointing. So currently, Kendall will warm up as we are just about ready to go. Let's introduce you to the defense for your Pioneers. Kendall on the mound, alongside Charnetsky to form the battery. At third base, we've got Justin Hanley, Lucas Phelps at short, Joe Olsovsky at second base, and Joe Muzio at first. In left field, we've got Bobby Marsh, center field, Alex Lucini, and right field, Cooper Smith. Trotta, Hitman, and Circe are due up for the Red Wings, and we are about to get ready with the first inning underway. After a tough loss last night against one of the best pitchers in the PGCBL, your Elmira Pioneers are looking to recover tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Taylor Storthy, and one more time, welcome for more Pioneers Baseball. Nice night out here at Dunfield. 85 degrees. Hopefully things won't be too humid. And I will actually thank, of course, Mr. Smith. He had said that he was going to send a bug zapper. He actually did. Although, not sure if there will be enough room to get it on the desk, but if things get bad enough, I'll probably try. Anyway, we're about ready to go with the top of the first inning. I think this will be the final warm-up here from Kendall. Charnetsky making his debut at the catcher's position in a PGCBL league game. He's had a couple appearances this season in interleague games behind the plate. And now here comes Trotta leading off for your Elmira Pioneers. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Now, this season, the Red Wings hitting .223 compared to the Pioneers' .215. Their ERA is a bit better, though. .369 compared to the Pios' .551. That one's going to be taken. Ball one. That one's a bit inside. 2-1 here. Another well-sized crowd here at Dunfield, coming out to see your Pios in action. That one's low. 3-1. And I will say, when it comes to getting on base, the Red Wings only 94 walks and 22 hit by pitches, compared to over 160 strikeouts this season. However, their discipline gets them a good start here. Trotta is able to work a walk. That is one of the only weaknesses I'd say really in Kendall's game. The fact that his control isn't always there, and he is prone to giving up a few walks. You can just ask Braden Coletta and Mike Sokol from time to time that free bases can easily turn into a run off of one or two just unlucky circumstances. For Braden Coletta, that was very much a case last night. He took a loss after 3 innings of play. The Red Wings just were doing a great job of moving runners around the base path. And unfortunately, Coletta and the defense wasn't able to stop them. The Pios offense had a really good night, getting actually the first earned run against Sparks all season, but it wasn't enough. They're entering tonight looking to improve. Need to deal with that early runner. Hitman now up. Count now 1-1. Pickoff attempt. And back in time. Of course, Kendall will always have a slight disadvantage on those turnarounds. Lefty pitchers like Coletta, Ficarro, and others in the Pios rotation will have a better ability to fire those quick pickoff throws. That one's just going to be lined, gets past Olsovsky for a single. Runners will stay as Cooper Smith eventually picks it up. Just a well-hit ball to move runners into scoring position. 2 on, no one out. Last time Pioneers played against Geneva, they took a pretty rough loss on the road, partially thanks to this man. Nick Surs, who's also going to start on the mound tonight for Geneva, he hit a 3-run blast against Mike Sokol to expand the lead, and ultimately they were able to successfully chain a hit parade against Jarek Podest in relief to gain a pretty big lead. The Pios eventually fought back and scored a few runs at the end of the game, but still saw a 12-6 defeat. Pios here at Dunfield were able to defeat Geneva earlier in the season. They're hoping they can go 2-1 in the series. 0-1 to Surs. Fouled away. Surs on the season, hitting .286. He's got 4 home runs. The Red Wings as a team have 5. Surprisingly, Surs only 9 RBIs on the year. Carries a .930 OPS. 0-2 now to Nick Surs. Fouled back. One more time for Surs. Fouled again. Surs keeping alive here. Got an exciting night of baseball here. But of course, around the sports world, a lot of rumors, a lot of action going on in the NBA. The biggest news, of course, Kevin Durant requesting a trade from the Nets. So obviously that free agency will be interesting to keep an eye on. But so will Kendall as he swings and gets Surs out with that strike 3. That'll get the first out of the inning here, and that'll certainly help Kendall's cause. Brings up Mike Gorm now with those 2 runners aboard. This season, Gorm hitting .256. He also carries a .420 OPS. 1-0 count now. Team leaders in OBP, actually not OPS, sorry, it was OBP. Gorm actually has a .779 OPS. However, he's 4th in the team in OBP, behind Ducks and Castellana, tied for 1st, then also behind Max Hitman. Now it's 2-0, that one a little up high. Gorm has drawn 9 walks and got he got hit by 2 pitches. That 9 walk total, 2nd on the team. So you might say he will like this matchup against Kendall. And he now is ahead 3-0 With one away, all Kendall really wants to do is force that double play or just get another out. They do have to deal with Trotta on second. Geneva stayed put in the base paths. This time, strike one taken on that outside corner. And what I will say as well, Charnetsky, he is at the catcher position. Haven't seen his arm in action that much. Wonder if Geneva are wondering whether he's got a cannon of an arm or not. For that reason, being more conservative. And now he gets on base with a walk. Close call right there. Bases are now loaded for Castellana. No one out. No one out. Here's Castellana, one away. Bases loaded. Pios playing at normal depth. They know they could try to turn a double play at two. Phelps and Osofsky, a very good infield duo. That first pitch, ooh, ball. That looked like it was down the middle, but likely it was a little bit low. 1-0 here. Some let's go Pios chants here at Dunfield. The crowd trying to will Kendall on. That one, ball two. Not a questionable call. That was a bit out inside. I wonder if we might see Billy Wildman out here eventually just to try to settle Kendall down, see if we can get him to throw some strikes. At that point, I think that's what Kendall will try to do. Castellana, I think, would be very happy. Just wait until he sees some tough pitches. That one low, 3-0. Castellana holds up. Strike three, and Castellana thought that was ball four, but no. He's going to have to see one more at least. 3-1 here from Kendall. Swing and a miss, strike two. So Kendall's worked it from 3-0 to 3-2. One strike away from getting that second out. What he can't do is concede the walk here because the runner is on third and bases are loaded. And he will, though. Geneva takes a one-run lead as that one sails a bit inside. And here comes Coach Andrew Drum. Normally we see him when he's taking out a pitcher. I don't think anyone's warming up, though. I would be very surprised if he did take the ball. I have a feeling he's just talking to him. And obviously at this point, a little more serious as we see Drum out here. I actually do know. But eventually I think we'll see someone just walk over and maybe stretch out. So the meeting done. I wonder if Drum's going to be able to help Kendall get back on track with one away. Red Wings currently lead. For the Pios, they are in the playoff hunt against the Red Wings, looking in a battle for that 4 seed. Obviously, Utica has a lead in the division. Geneva looking to stay on their heels. Jamestown resting in third. And the 4th spot, I believe right now it's Geneva with the Pioneers in 5th. That first pitch just a little low to Charnetsky. And you can also wonder how many of the pitches aren't being framed perfectly. I don't know, from what I've seen from Charnetsky, I think he's doing a good job. That time he does find strike one. But just have to wonder where things aren't going the way the Pios want to. It's a long game and we know how good the Pios can be in generating offense in later innings. They might just have to do that. 1-1 here. That one's going to be lined. Picked up by Hanley. And reminder, it's an unassisted double play for Hanley. Okay, that was one of the weirdest plays, but what he did at first was he tagged third base to get that runner from second out. He then tagged the second base runner, who was already out, and then threw it to home as the runner from third was just, I think, lackadaisically going to home plate. And Chernetsky tagged him out. So that's a double play, 5-2. Interesting to see, but the Pios get out of the jam. 1 run comes home on 1 hit. 2 left to board. That'll be the top of the first, done and dusted. Pioneers able to get a double play and get out of it. But Geneva scores and takes a 1-run lead. More Pioneers baseball right after this. Remember, if you're a Pioneers fan, you can always call that number and get yourself some Pioneers tickets. Bottom of the first underway. We are ready to go with more Pioneer baseball. Bottom of the first underway, and we were just showing that graphic. That was the game we had last night. Mandler leading off here. That first pitch, that was well out way. Ball 1, in fact. Neither the catcher, Castellano, or the home plate umpire can find it. Mandler leading off against Circe. Now the lefty, when he was on the mound last time against the Pioneers, he only pitched a third of an inning, conceding 3 runs that would ultimately give Geneva the loss. He's going to be trusted with leading their pitching staff tonight. He's got a 2.8 ERA and 5 relief appearances in 8 2/3 of innings. 15 strikeouts compared to just 4 walks. Possessing a very dangerous K-to-walk ratio, but getting a little bit behind Mandler here. Last night, Mandler had another good game. He certainly really turned on the Jets this half of the season. It was a slower start for him, mainly just working the OBP department. But now he's really getting aboard with hits. 2. He now has a 276 average. That's not going to go up here. It's a 3-1 count right now. And alongside that average, a 488 OPS, or on base percentage, putting him at 779 as his OPS. That's third on the team behind Charnetsky and Wayman. Now Mandler gets on base, ball 4. Had a quick chat with Mandler before the game. I asked if he was ready, and he seemed motivated, and to know he'll be excited to get on base early on. Here comes Frank Wayman. Wayman had a quiet night last night, and he'll have to deal with that lefty-lefty platoon, but he'll want to try to get that run back for the Pios. That first pitch is strike 1 inside. I'll say that definitely was over the plate, but we have seen some adjusted strike zones from umpires that have been hurting left-handed hitters. I know Muzio, Martian, Wayman, and Lucini will not want that to be the case tonight. That one's outside, ball 1. Mandler not the dangerous base-stealing threat of, say, Joe Muzio or any other speedster, but he's definitely been known to run from time to time. I also know one game he was used as a sacrifice runner to get a run home. Fouled away, count now 1-2. 7:24 p.m. I believe first pitch was around 7:05 or so. It was a quick loss last night as the middle innings went very fast. Both the relievers of Herrera, Podest, and Sparks and the two relievers from Batavia had relatively quick innings after an eventful second and third bottom halves from Batavia. The Pioneers had got their one run past Sparks in the first. That one's going to be grounded hard to third. Throw over to second. Wayman, good speed, and he can't beat it out. Maybe out by a step. A close play, but I don't think there will be a contest over there from the bench. However, there will be some boos around Dunfield. Unlucky there. Base is empty, 2 away for Bobby Marsh. And I will say, it was a tough night for the Pios against Sparks, but entering that game, he had 4 starts, only had surrendered 3 hits, 1 run, none earned, and 1 walk. The Pioneers had 1 run past him earned, 5 hits, and 1 walk, so they were able to do the best of any team that had faced him that year, which is actually a pretty good outing for them, although it came on the end of a disappointing defeat. Something they can be proud of, as Sparks is just definitely an insanely good talent. Pioneers have some insanely good talents in their team as well. Notably, that man at second base who's currently in the dugout, Olsovsky, an absolute weapon from the bullpen. 0-2 here to Bobby Marsh as he fouls this one away. And it's 2 away. I accidentally hit 0 on the graphic. Pioneers looking to get some offense going. Bottom of the first. Mandler drew the walk. Wayman, an unlucky double play. It was hit to third, and they were able to make the double play stick. Swing and a miss. And Marsh strikes out to end the inning. Pios go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on. They trail 1-0 entering the second inning. And by the way, Pios fans, if for some reason the stream goes down, connectivity issues or any other reason, just be sure you just stay tuned on YouTube, as after the game, maybe an hour or 2 afterwards, a full replay of the game will be up on YouTube where you can peruse to your heart's content. I'm Taylor Storthy, second inning underway in just 1 minute. Top of the second, ready to get underway. Final round of the chair competition here. And it has just turned into pandemonium. Anyway, top of the second, we'll be right ready to go. Leading off, Jeff, the extra hitter. Jeff, ready to go. He's looking for that first pitch from Kendall. Strike one. So it's back in the first inning. A 3-2 count with bases loaded. And the pitch just got away from Kendall inside for ball 4. And it brought the first run home for the Geneva Red Wings. Going outside, 1-1. As Kendall looking to recover here, he was able to get into a double play to end the inning previously. And strike two, that one landing in the zone on that low outside corner. One and two. What can Kendall do? Can he get another strikeout here? And outside, ball 2. Good take there from Jeff. Fouled away. And we see one of the line coaches just having to dive out of the way there. Two. That one's popped up. Muzio can't get to it. It's out of play. And by the way, C-Tran is this inning's sponsor for your Pioneers. You can learn more about C-Tran online, about their accessible transit services throughout Chemung County. Thanks again to C-Tran. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for Geneva. And first one is able to get into a 3-2 count here. I believe that should be up on point streak, Edwin. Although I'm actually not the right person to ask about that. I can give a double check about how that's set up. That will probably still be up, though, if the stream dies. And with that, Kendall tosses it to Muzio for out number 1. Good grab from Kendall there. Let's get the first out of the inning. Here comes Cole Fleming. He's going to take his first crack at it here. 1 away, base is empty. Kendall able to get actually a strong start with that ground out. That one just outside. Tough right there on that check swing. Fleming, definitely more known for his defensive contributions. The count is now 2-1 this season. He's played quite a few games in the outfield, but is also featured at catcher and first base. Swing and a miss, strike 2. A little bit of heat that time from Kendall. Two. And fouled away. Fleming barely staying alive. Harpolani on deck. Can Kendall get out of the at-bat and get another strikeout? Kendall steps off. He's thinking it over and what to do. Foul back. That one's going to be grounded. Gets by Kendall. Gets by Osofsky. It's a base hit. Just bouncing down the middle. Unlucky there for the Pios defense. And Fleming is on with a base hit. Second of the day for Geneva. Especially when it takes a hop off the mound, it can be really hard to read. And I can double check about a point streak afterwards, Edwin. Harpolani up now. 1-0 now. Runner on first does open up a double play. Fouled away. Count now 1-1. Kendall's got one out, one on. Currently only one run's been scored in this game, so one's all on the board. A 2 will be on the board in the ball column now. Three and one. Foul back, 3-2. And strike 3. They get him on the inside corner. That was a close pitch, but just put perfectly inside. And now there's 2 away in the top of the second. Here comes Flesher at the bottom of the order. That one's going to be flared out to right. Cooper Smith is under it to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 runner stranded. Stronger inning this time around from Hunter Kendall. Geneva still leads, but the Pios have a chance to come back in the bottom of the second. Thanks again to C-Tran. More Pios baseball right after this. We're back here in the bottom of the second. No chair game and things on the field. It was a little quicker half inning. But we're ready to go. Leading off for your Elmira Pioneers is the man who ended the inning previously, Cooper Smith. Smith takes strike 1 from Circe. As a team, the Pioneers hitting .258 against left-handed hitters. Cooper Smith, the third best against them, with a .385 average. That'll serve him well as the Pios look to get their second base runner. The first one came on a walk and then got doubled up. Cooper Smith is going to take that one deep left field. I think it's going to be out at the warning track, though. It is. Had it well hit, but just not deep enough. No home run has escaped Dunn Field. The few home runs that have been surrendered by the Pioneers have all been on the road. We already mentioned that it was Circe getting one of them. That was back in Geneva. The other 2 came in Jamestown and in Niagara in the game we weren't able to stream. There was a home run in that 18-9 victory. Now, 1 away. Here comes Joe Muzio to the plate against Circe. Only 1 home run has been surrendered by Geneva all season. Although they have hit 4 of them coming from their 2-way player. Muzio pops this one up. And will it land? Geneva gets to it. A good long run from the shortstop gets the second out of the inning. So Pios getting some more contact on the ball, but just making bad plays. Thank you, Salem's, being this inning sponsor for your Elmira Pioneers. They're the official hot dog provider, and you can always get yourself a Salem's dog here at Dunfield. Thanks again to Salem's. And strike one. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss from Phelps. He's down 0-2 with 2 outs. With 2 outs in the first inning, Marsh went down swinging. Chance for a second strikeout of the game with 2 away now for Circe. Fouled away, so Phelps able to keep alive here. Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. And so, 1-2-3 again. The Pioneers go down in the bottom of the second. More Pioneers baseball right after this. Top of the third, underway back at Dunfield. Pios currently trailing. Kendall looking to keep things quiet as the top of the order comes back up. Trotta, Hitman, and Circe. A walk, single, and strikeout was each of their first 3 at-bats. Low, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Kendall showcasing a little bit of his stuff there with that pitch. That one's going to be driven deep left field. That one's either going off the wall or over it. It hits off the wall. It's going to be a double. Marsh gets the throw in, And it'll keep Trotta at second, but that one was a line drive shot that'll put an opening runner in scoring position for Geneva, their third hit of the game. And yeah, Edwin, I think there's just an issue with point streak. No updates on when it'll go up. But I can give you up-to-date more stats about different players, what's going on here on the broadcast. Here's your current line score. 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. For the Pios, it's a bunch of goose eggs, no runs and no hits and no errors. Hitman up. He got the first hit of the game back in the first inning. He sees that first pitch and stays fair. The foul line not visible, but it looked fair enough, and it gets to that corner. He's going to round second, heading to third. Throwing to third. It is not in time. Safe by about a step or so. It's an RBI triple. Very well hit. It's a 2-0 ball game. And that's just the classic, hey, it just rolls to the wall type of hit that you can't really do much about. Good job to get it in to try to get him out, but that run will score from second with ease. 2-0 lead for the Red Wings. Infield playing deep. Inwards. Right at the edge of the grass to make sure they can try to get that out at home. They don't want this to be a 3-0 game. Here comes Circe now, first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Oh, 1 to Circe. One and one. That one hits the dirt. That one's inside, ball 2. Circe didn't go around. It was a close check swing, though. The 2-1 pitch line to center field. Lucchini can't get it. It'll be an RBI single for Nick Circe. A home run would give the Red Wings a collective cycle this inning, as they had a double, triple, and single. They now lead 3-0. Geneva had a slow start, but like the Pioneers, they've also turned it around. And at the plate, they've turned it around quickly tonight. And just some unlucky hitting from Geneva has put 2 runs aboard. That one grounded over to first, Muzio. And that throw gets away from Phelps. Unlucky there. That could be a tough throw to try to get to. Obviously, you don't want to hit the runner. But it'll be a ground out to Muzio to get the first out. Simply, Circe gets to second. And the good news is that it didn't get too far away from Phelps, so it didn't give Circe a chance to get to third. That first hit was just well hit to the wall. Second hit, the perfect storm into that corner. Not much you can really do on those plays. 0-1 here. Inside, strike 2. Oh, 2 now. That is low, ball 1. That one's going to be fouled away. Still a 1-2 count for Castellana. Here's the 1-2 to Castellana. That's going to be a popped backward. Muzio. Good effort, but can't get to it. Little activity in the Pios bullpen. Not a surprise. Although definitely they're going to want Kendall to keep going a little bit longer. Guys have been doing bad. It was just the first inning. A couple unfortunate walks. And here, some good barrels getting past the outfield. That Surse RBI was even pretty shallow. The team was playing deep there. And it just dropped in. Meanwhile, as these innings stay long, it gives time for Surse to just stretch out, although right now he's on the base path, and get ready for the next inning, making things even harder. There's a swing and gets past Phelps to left field, and that'll put runners at the corners. Good diving attempt from Phelps on that tough play. So with one out, two aboard, and the double play is opened up. Geneva's only stolen 19 bases all season. They've been caught 7 times. That could be one of the reasons they're hesitating. Here's Kendall getting ready to go. Oh, actually, right before we get ready, trying to fix third base. That's always a base that was kind of getting loose. I remember one time during media day, a group of photography people wanted to photograph Pioneers player putting the base back in. I wonder if that is one of the reasons it's always been loose all season. I use this opportunity to thank Multimedia Services for sponsoring the Pioneers. They provide all the signage you see out in the outfield for your Elmira Pioneers. Thanks again to Multimedia Services for being this inning's sponsor. It looks like we're finally all set to go. Took a little while to fix third base. We see Charnetsky directing Kendall with a few signs as the third inning will now continue. Runners at the corners, 1 away. And wild pitch gets by Charnetsky, and so that'll make it a 4-0 ball game. And Shane, right there on that pitch, goes wild and brings home the 4th run. Runner on second, 1 away. And that lead grows just a little bit more for Geneva. We'll know here for Ortiz. Grounded into that double play previously. But the opportunity looks dead now after the wild pitch brought that runner from first to second. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Strike away from trying to get the second out of the inning. Two and two, just a little bit outside. Ortiz swings and misses. Strike 3, 2 away. Third strikeout of the game for Kendall. That'll bring up Jaff, who grounded out to Kendall in his first at bat. And strike 1. Strike 2. 0-2 count now for Jaff. 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Runner goes. That one's lined past Kendall. That'll score a run, and the inning continues. I'll say good job for Kendall to just get out of the way. He wouldn't have been good if that hit him. And I don't think he would have gotten his glove up in time. And you do want to put your body in line for the team. Keyword body, not your head. We saw Chris Bassett get hit with a pretty fast line drive in the MLB not too far long ago. And that was a pretty serious injury. But it'll be a 5-0 game now after that RBI single. Fleming steps up now, 2 away, runner aboard. First pitch, strike 1. Kendall looking back at first. Fouled back, 0-2 count with 2 away. Try this one more time. Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. So Kendall recovers to get his 4th strikeout and get out of the inning. Although you do wonder whether that might be Kendall's day done. Chained some hits together. 5 in total to bring home 4 runs. No errors. 1 left aboard. Geneva takes a 5-0 lead. Pios trying to get the offense going in the bottom of the 3rd. More baseball right after this. Tomorrow, a big day for baseball fans, Bobby Bonilla Day, the day where the old player gets $1 million in deferred payment from the New York Mets. But more importantly, your Elmira Pioneers will hit the road to Newark to face the Pilots. Anyway, we've still got a few innings, and we know the Pioneers can get some offense late. Lucchini, Olsavsky, and Hanley are going to be the three due up this time to try to battle Circe. Circe hasn't given up a base runner yet from the Pios, with the exception of Max Mandler. But Mandler was out with a double play. Can Lucchini get the first hit? Misses that time on that check swing. Strike one. One and one. Lucchini tried to bunt it. 1 and 2. It's 1-2 for Lucchini. He fouls that one away, staying alive. One, two for Lucchini. He's going to line that to third for the first out of the inning. I'll say with the way it was hit, it was actually a relatively easy catch there for Ortiz. That'll bring up Joel Sofsky with one away. I want to thank this inning's sponsor, Papa John's. Papa John's is the official pizza provider for your Elmira Pioneers, and you can get yourself a fresh slice whenever you're at Dunfield at the concession stand. Thanks again to Papa John's. Now, it's up to Papa Joe. Joel Sofsky, that's not his actual nickname, but I figured it would work well since they've also got the J-O in their names. Well, Sofsky maybe liked it. He gets the first hit of the game for your Elmira Pioneers. A single, hard up the middle, to put a runner aboard with one away. Baseball games can turn on a dime. What can Hanley do? Oh here. Pickoff attempt. Olsavsky back safe. We'll see them as a sponsor of an inning later, but a lot of the team likes to get some Wegmans from time to time when it comes to food. I mean, I actually got myself a Wegmans sub earlier today. You know, Joe Muzio sometimes gets some sushi platters. They've also got some ready meals that'll be brought in. Actually bumped into Hanley earlier while he was grabbing a sub at the in-house sandwich shop. And I'm sure that'll help him fuel up, ready for the game. 1-1 here. That first pitch was a ball. Hanley's got that runner aboard. Can he help try to bring him home? And just diving back, Olsavsky was thinking of going, but ultimately called it off. 2-1 here. Two and two. Swing and a miss. And this time he's going to be caught in a pickle, but he actually takes advantage. Olszewski heading to third. So he tried to go back and cancel the stolen base attempt, but the throw to first was just off target, and Olszewski now picks up 2 base on that. However, that is also a strikeout for Hanley. 2 away now, with a runner on third. Bottom of the order, Eric Charnetsky steps up. We've definitely seen Charnetsky, I think, get a little bit of Wegmans before. But to think he was famous for at Auburn last year, Arby's. He gained the nickname Charbies whenever he'd bring it in. And now let's see if he can bring the meats from his bat and try to bring Olszewski home. That one's outside, ball 2, so just a good eye to start here. I'll say that Charnetsky will definitely be more of a hitting sound catcher, which is something the Pios could definitely use at the position. And he's ahead 3-0. On deck, Max Mandler, who got on base with a walk the first time. And ball 4. Charnetsky on 4 straight pitches. 2 aboard with 2 away. Here comes Max Mandler to the plate. I think we heard someone from the Pios dugout or a fan say coward to Surfs for not pitching to Charnetsky. 2 away now for Mandler. Inside, ball 1. Now, I also do wonder whether Surfs has the stamina to really go the distance. He's only played as a relieving role this season with Geneva. And maybe we're starting to see him get a little low on the fuel tank. Now it's going to be grounded. Third baseman can't get to it fully. And with that, a run comes home. The second hit of the game for the Pioneers. It's an RBI single for Max Mandler. They do show some signs of life this half of the inning. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Up steps Frank Wayman. Wayman, a tough night yesterday and a tough first at bat where he grounded into a double play. Can he shake it off here? That one's outside. Olszewski had a couple slips on the base path, and we almost saw the same there from Charnetsky. There'll be just a quick conference between catcher and pitcher. 1-0. One 0 for Wayman. That one gets away. Runners will advance. Charnetsky, he's going to stay at 3. 2-0 now. That wild pitch will certainly make things a little more stressful on the mound. For Surfs. Wayman back at the plate. Five, 7-1. 1-0, the current line score. That one's outside, ball 3. Wayman this season, the only Pioneer with a 1,000 OPS, alongside a 500 OBP and 511 slugging. He's going to ground that hard. Not picked up at second. Run comes home from third. Run will come home from second. A 2 RBI single, and the Pios are right back in it. A 5-3 game. Offense coming at the right time for the Pioneers. When this game wasn't looking too good, and now it's back within reach. Here comes the pitching coach. There's been no one warming up, so Sirs isn't going to be pulled just yet. But I do imagine this will bring someone into the bullpen. 2 away here. That'll bring up Bobby Marsh. And even though it's a lefty-lefty matchup, when you put Marsh into a corner, he is going to fight his way out of it. I wonder if he's got those lessons from Coach Drum, who of course used to do some MMA back in the day. Two away for Marsh. That one's going to be grounded shallow to first. Picked up the throw to Circe, and they get out of the inning. But 3 runs come home on 3 hits for the Pioneers. Only 1 runner will get left stranded. And immediately, the Pios are back in this game. Thank you again to Papa John's. Top of the 4th, right after this. Top of the 4th underway here. Thank you to the Mets Candy Company for being this inning sponsor of the Pioneers. A great bottom of the 3rd has gotten the Pios right back into it. They responded after 4 runs came home from Geneva with 3 of their own. Kendall still on the mound. He's going to be given a chance to try to keep things close. And quickly just calling for time. I think they're just going to want to... Batter's talking with the umpire. Will they want a clarification about the batter's box or something? Fouled away. First pitch this inning, fouled off. Swing and a miss, strike 2 now. 0-2 count to open up. Fouled away. Dunfield getting excited here. Harpolani struck out looking last time. Won't go down looking just yet. That one inside, ball 1. It was close, though. That one's popped up and foul. And, ooh, that one a little high. Charnetsky couldn't get to it. 2-2. And gets away from Charnetsky. 3-2 now. That one's going to be grounded over to second. And that is the first out of the inning. Fletcher steps up after that Wolsofsky and Muzio combination for the first out. Fleischer flew out to center field last time. Strike 1. Oh, and a line drive caught by Muzio. Wow. What a play. And we've seen Muzio just get the wrong end of the 4-leaf clover on a few grounders and things. But he's made up for every error he's had, even if the ones that you really can't blame him for, with that incredible dive right there. 2 away, thanks to that leap from Muzio. Trotta up, and that first pitch is going to be ball 1. And that one, ball 2. Two and one now. And 2-2. So 2 away with 2 outs in the inning. Fouled away. So we'll go again at this 2-2 count with 2 away. That one's going to be driven deep left field. Marsh can't get to it. Rounding second and staying there is Trotta. A well-hit double to continue the inning. He's got his second double of the game on that play. Just a well-hit ball. And apologies for not being 100% active in that at-bat. I've also been currently active in trying to get that spam bot out of the chat. Just a reminder, of course, shouldn't trust those fishy links from time to time. The only things you should Google are more info for your Elmira Pioneer sponsors, like the Mets Candy Company. 2 away here. Hitman up with a runner on second in the top of the 4th. Fouled away, 1-1. Fouled away again, 1-2, one more time with 2 away. That one gets away from Charnetsky. Runner gets to third. 2-2. Runner on third after that wild pitch with 2 strikes, 2 outs. And 3-2. That was really close to ending the inning. Yeah. So that just happened, and I believe if there's any consolation for Kendall, that's going to be called a balk. So the runner won't get to first, but the run does come home. Although I think that could be the worst outcome here. That was just a very weird pitch. Base is empty, still a full count. And that's a shame. Was about to get through that inning without a scratch, but that time, I think it just slipped away from him. And let's think more, it did. Could still get out by retiring Hitman here. Swing and a miss. He gets the final strike to end the inning. One hit came home on 1 run. Pios trail by 3, but their offense was doing well. Can it still maintain some heat? Bottom of the 4th coming up after this. Sorry, very fast inning. And didn't even realize that was the final warm-up pitch. First pitch now taken by Cooper Smith is strike 1. Ball 1, a little bit low. Cooper Smith, Joe Musio, and Lucas Phelps are due up for the Pios. They went down in order in their first 3 at-bats. Cooper Smith lines that one to right field. It'll get behind. Good play right, actually, to just get a hold of it. But gets down for a single. So Cooper Smith kicks off the inning with a hit. That's a good start for the Pios, looking to climb back from this 3-run deficit. They did score 3 runs in the previous inning, and still have some pretty strong bats coming up to play. Musio, a big play on defense last time out. Can he do the same at the plate? Musio lines that hard. Good play to grab it at short. They can't turn the double play. Instead, as it goes out of the play in the dugout, Musio advances to second. That's a fielder's choice from 6-4, and then an errant throw from 4. Preventing the double play and putting on second. But I will have to say, though, great grab by Hitman just to glove the ball and get it up to second. Musio was able to get to second, however, after that errant throw. Phelps will inherit that runner at second with 1 away now. Thank you to Vasco Brands being this inning's sponsor for your Elmira Pioneers. If ever you need their services, just let them know the Pioneers sent you. First pitch now to Lucas Phelps with 1 away. Phelps is going to drive that to the left field line. Musio rounding third and heading for home. There will be a play at the plate, but it gets away. Phelps, he's going to be told to get to third. It was a little bit wide throw that let him get there. But an RBI triple for Lucas Phelps. Muzio scores from second, and with one out, the tying run comes to the plate with a run to put him one behind at third. The game far from over, and the Pios can taste the comeback being complete. Here's Alex Lucidi. He lined out to third in his first at bat. Fouled away, strike one. I believe it's 6-8-3 the line score for the Red Wings. 4-5-0 the line score for the Pioneers. Fouled away by Lucini, 0-2. There is now activity over in the Red Wings bullpen. We could see Kendall and Circe finishing their outings tonight here. Lucini flies that one to left field. It gets down in foul territory. Love the effort in left, though. Still no 2 count. That one's low, 1-2. Good take from Lucini to not fall for that pitch. Foul away. One, two. Lucini fouls that one away again, so he is keeping alive here in the bottom of the fourth with one away. One, two up high. The throw back to third. They can't get Lucini. It's an errant throw that makes it a 6-5 game. They wanted to pick off Lucini at third. That's error number 4 for Geneva. And the Pios are within 1. Sorry, it wasn't Lucini at third. It was Phelps. It's 6-5 now. I think that'll help Lucini a little. Won't have to worry about straining that runner on third. And now just focus on getting himself on base. Fouls that one away. So keeping alive in this long battle with Circe. That one's going to be fouled away again. So Lucini drawing a very long at bat. Outside, ball 3 now. Close one. This time he's going to ground it. Goes to second, and actually, Lucini's trying to say it was a foul ball. They're going to talk about it quick. And ultimately, did they call it a foul ball? I think they did. Lucini was arguing that it hit off the plate, and I think it did. Geneva's coach is not happy about it. I think that's a very close play. Fouled away. And Lucini goes down finally. It was a long at-bat. But he's finally retired in that swing and miss. The second out of the inning. That'll bring up Joel Sofsky with 2 away. But wasn't that bad from Lucini? And I wonder if that is going to be it for Circe. I have a feeling they could have wanted that change earlier. Although I think Circe wants to face the final guy. Coach is saying, no, we'd rather just take you out and give you that rest. The lefty-lefty advantage was in play in that previous at-bat. And yep, they're going to make the call. So we'll use this opportunity to thank all our sponsors of the Elmira Pioneers while they warm up. Thank you to AJ's Outdoor Power Equipment, Arca Chemung Skyler, Arnett Health, Big Fox, Blaze Brockway Contracting, Real Electric, Buckley's Automotive, Billy Hill Vineyards, Catholic Charities, Chemung Canal Trust, Clemens Center, Coca-Cola, Dandy Mini Marts, Elm Chevy, Elmira Heat Treating, Elmira Junior Enforcers, Firefly Adventure Retreat, First Transit, Glove House, Hardinge, Heroes Comic Shop, Hilliard, Jubilee Foods, Just in Time, M&T Bank, NYSCO PBA, Office Equipment, OPWDD, Papa John's, Pinecroft Golf Course, Salins, Save a Lot, Seneca Beverage, Service Master, Serve Pro, Shedden's Wholesale, Simmons Rockwell, Slammin' Jammin' Barbecue, Solutions FCU, Southern Tier Custom Fab, Suburban Propane, SNUNY Corning, Susan Minchin, DDS, The Cakery, Tioga Downs, Today's Special, Tom South Corning, Tower Broadcasting, the Town of Southport, Turtle Leaf, U.S. Navy, Value Homes, Vasco Brands, Wegmans, Waste Markets, and Wilbur Auto. Thank you so much to all those sponsors who help make Pioneers Baseball possible. Hayden Smith has come in for the final out this inning. Smith has given up one of pretty much everything. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 hit, 1 run, and 1 earned. He's going to have his second appearance here. And he'll get his start with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Osofsky, 1-0. That one's going to be fouled away, so it's 1-1. Osofsky's going to drive that into the gap, but I think it'll be caught. Yes, it will, to end the inning. 2 hits, 2 runs. It's now a 6-5 ball game. There also were 2 errors in that inning. No one was left aboard. Pioneers right back in it, top of the 5th, right after this. We'll be back shortly, but it'll be a longer break here as Zivgar enters the game for Hunter Kendall. Kendall's game ends after 4 innings. Gar's warm-up finishes. We are ready for the top of the 5th. He's come in to relieve Hunter Kendall. This season, Zivgar is .675 ERA with 12 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts to 4 walks. Reason that the ERA is a little higher? Mainly because he's come on facing some pretty tough bats. But we know he's got some pretty strong skills. He'll be tasked with just going as long as he can and keeping it as close as he can. Let's see what he can do. That one's going to be popped up. Hanley tracking it in foul territory. First out. So that will retire Circe immediately. Circe, by the way, becomes the designated hitter. Gorham up with 1 away. By the way, this inning's sponsor, Ardent Health, the official healthcare provider for your Elmira Pioneers. Outside, ball 2. 3-0. Three and 1. That one's going to be popped up. Second pop-up here from Gar. He's just going to take it himself. 2 away. So great job forcing some weak contact. And now he's got Castellano with 2 away. Closest that the Pios have gotten to a 1-2-3 inning was the 4th inning, where a double from Trotta kept it alive. And ball 1 outside. Castellano had a single and got home from it. Strike 1, good framing from Charnetsky that time. 1-1. That one's going to be grounded hard to third. Hanley picks it up. Throw just a second late. Muzio keeps in front of it, though. That'll be a single for Castellano. It was a wide throw, but I don't think there was any chance that it was going to beat Castellano to first. Good play, though, by Hanley to get to it and prevent it from getting to the outfield for extra bases. That'll bring up Ortiz. He's 0 for 2 with a double play and strikeout. That one's going to be popped up, but deeper this time. And finally lands in Lucchini's glove. That'll end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left to board. That is all in the top half for Geneva. The red-hot Pios bats are coming right back up in the bottom of the 5th inning. Thank you, Orna Health. We'll be back after this. Bottom of the 5th. First up is going to be Justin Hanley. We saw him make a good attempt at third. He made a good play to field the ball. That would have led to an extra base hit should it get past him. But that throw would have been incredibly difficult for someone like Manny Machado or Nolan Arenado. And as good as Hanley is, he's not quite at that otherworldly level. But he's got a chance to try to hit at that level. He did strike out in his first at-bat, but a whole new set of strikes against a righty this time. Can Hanley get this offense back moving? Swing and a miss, strike 2. By the way, thank you First Transit, this inning sponsor of your Elmira Pioneers. And strike 3. Hanley goes down swinging to start the inning. Tough start there. Smith settling in after getting out of the previous inning. He's got to face Charnetsky now with one away. First pitch here. That one's going to be driven, but foul. Landing over by Geneva's bullpen. I will say, Charnetsky and the rest of the team were still in relatively good spirits after the tough loss last night to Batavia. On the bus ride home, which was a pretty long bus ride, the players were still able to get together and do a Mafia game. In fact, Charnetsky had even prepared for it, already knowing who he wanted to be on each role. Oh-2 here for Charnetsky, looking to keep that offense going. It's been red hot those past 2 innings, scoring 5 runs over that period. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts this inning for Smith. That'll bring up Mandler with 2 away. Not exactly an immaculate inning. We saw a ball, and we've also seen a couple foul balls. Two away from Mandler. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So some early stuff here from Smith as he's already gotten 2 strikeouts this inning. Mandler today, 1 for 1 with a walk. He also had an RBI in that previous at-bat. That one outside, 1-1. Top of the order. Might have the 2-3-4 do up if Mandler can't keep the inning alive. That one's high, ball 2. By the way, thank you again, First Transit, this inning's sponsor for your Pioneers. Ooh, that one goes inside and hit Mandler. He's going to get a free base. Two away. That'll bring up Frank Wayman with the tying run on first now. Wildman comes over as the umpire also got hit on that play as it deflected off Mandler. Just going to check on him and make sure he's fine. But it's always a dangerous job at and behind the plate. I think he'll be good to go in a second. Play about to resume. I think it grazed his arm, which is an unprotected part. Gets the mask, of course, but just a shame right there. Now, Wayman had a single and 2 RBIs in his previous at-bat. What can he do with Mandler on first? Wayman pops that one foul. Count now 0-1. Wayman up again, 0-1. That one's high, ball one. Wayman's really took off as the best hitter for the Pioneers this season. Also carries an impressive 15 free bases to 10 strikeout ratio. But now he's down 1-2 in the count. Smith 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Pioneers will not want to strand that runner at first. 1-2. And the inning is over. Wayman goes down swinging. That'll strand Mandler at first. The side is retired. All of them got struck out. That's the bottom of the 5th. Top of the 6th coming up right after this. Welcome back. Just had to clean up another spam bot as we'll fix the scoreboard shortly. First pitch from Gar is low, ball one. We're ready to go in the top of the 6th inning. 1-0 count. One now. That's going to be hit hard and foul. 1-2. Jaff up again. Had a single previously, but also grounded out. He's 1 for 2, and the count is 1-2. One, two from Gar. That one's outside, 2-2. 2-2. No one out. 3-2. Close right there. Foul back. And ball 4. So Jeff is going to get a free base to open the inning. Worked a long count and got the reward. That will bring up Fleming. No one out. Pickoff attempt. He's safe. One and 0. That one's going to be driven deep left field. Going back is Marsh. And gets off the wall. So runners will advance to third. They'll pull up there at second and third. A ball still can't escape Dunfield, but Fleming was able to get a big double right there. No one out. 2 aboard in a dangerous spot. First pitch, ball 1. There will now be a conference between Charnetsky and Gar. Infield playing in to prevent those runners from trying to advance from third to home. Talking over just strategy and what to do. One 0 here. Outside, ball 2. Gar could work with that free base. They do have the bottom 2 up right here. So maybe that could be a reason to try to pitch a little more aggressively. Harblani up now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Count now 2-1. Harblani wants a little more time to think it over. Two and 2 now. So big chance to get a strikeout here or just any out with 2 aboard. That one's going to be popped up. That's a blooper that gets down, and both runs could score unless Lissini gets it home. In fact, he will keep that runner at third. But an unlucky bloop single. That's the risk you play with that infield depth. now a 7-5 game. Runners at the corners, no one out. Steps off and fakes the throw to third to think it over. That one's going to be driven to left field. Marsh under it. The throw from left won't get home in time. It's now an 8-5 ball game on that sacrifice fly from Flesher. Two away now. Got to add that previous out. That's going to bring top of the order back up in Trotta. And he has had 2 doubles and a walk today, so he's been hitting really well. Two away here. The scoreboard's forgotten to put that up. On strike one. And there are, by the way, 2 outs, even though the scoreboard doesn't say so. Hold on. Yeah, Nate, 2 outs. That one's going to be popped up. Should end the inning unless Lucini can't get to it. He can. Wait, no, only 1 out. Now it's 2. Geez, everything just messing up today with scoreboards and stuff. That was actually just the first out. Now it's 2 away. Still that runner on first. Strike one taken. It's Hitman looking to try to get Harpalani moving on the base path. And they try to get him out in the pickle. They do. The inning is over. Good play there to end top of the 6th. However, 2 runs come home on a bloop single and sacrifice fly. 8-5 lead for Geneva. Apologies if we were lagging. We should still be all good though. By the way, whenever broadcast does have any lagging issues, you can always make sure and double check because the game will be back up afterwards. Should be still good for now though. We'll be back bottom of the 7th right away. Oh, and by the way, the runner who was caught in that pickle is injured. He's going to be helped off the field. Hopefully, it's Harplani, and hopefully it's nothing too serious. Bottom of the 6th underway. Bobby Marshall lead off for your Pioneers. Previous inning sponsor was Texas Roadhouse. You see that target out in right field. If a Pioneers player hits it, everyone gets free Texas Roadhouse appetizers at Dunn Field. Thanks again to Texas Roadhouse. This inning's sponsor is Clarion Inn, the choice hotel for your Elmira Pioneers. Marsh today 0 for 2, looking to improve that. And by the way, just a reminder as well, if the stream ever goes down in terms of Wi-Fi connection, a full replay will be up afterwards on YouTube. Might take an hour or two after the game is over, but there will always be a replay up and ready to go on YouTube, so don't fret. 0-1 here. Marsh drives one deep right field, going back to the warning track. He will make the catch, but Marsh was able to hit that pretty far. That's one away here. Disappointing because that was actually really well hit. Cooper Smith back up now with one away. Marsh got that pitch he liked, but it wasn't deep enough to get over that right field wall. Already mentioned that Dunfield is a little bit cavernous. Ball one well outside. I believe I was hearing that Jalpi's come on for Harplani back in right field. Hopefully Harplani's okay. One 0. Low ball 1. 2, sorry. Smith has a hit and a flyout. Pioneers offense had a quiet inning previously, but might want to use the motivation of conceding 2 here to get back going. Now it's inside, ball 3. So Cooper Smith, he's able to get ahead. Can he get aboard? And strike 1 on the obvious 3-0 take. And ball 4. So, good at bat here from Smith as he draws a walk. That'll bring up Joe Muzio with a runner on first. I'll say if I had to compare Joe Muzio to someone, it would probably be Joey Votto. Bit of a clubhouse prankster, but overall a very fun teammate and a pretty good first baseman, as we saw with that diving play. One 0 here. Fouled back 1-1. But again, Muzio, he's got some talents, just like the Cincinnati Reds legendary first baseman. That 1 ball 2, bit outside. Recently, Muzio's also shown off a really good eye at the plate, too. 8 walks, 4 by pitches, although he does have 13 strikeouts of the year. He's consistently gotten better at getting on base. Runner goes. Cooper Smith will be in time. The ball gets to the outfield but won't go far away. So that Smith steals second. Since it doesn't get too far away, it won't be an error. Count is going to be 2-1, or 2-2 now. Yes, 2-2. Runner on second, 1 away. Muzio's got a chance to get a runner moving. He got on base with a fielder's choice previously and will later score. And Muzio goes down looking on a close one. Muzio not on the scene this time. 2 away. Phelps up with 2 away. One thing I'll say is that Phelps, he's done a lot better in recent games. He started to really find some good contact with the bat. Big notable play was his RBI triple last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. I'll give you an update on the line score. 8 hit runs, 11 hits, and 4 errors on Geneva. And I think we might have a... Do we have a new catcher in? Looks like it. I'll double check. Anyway, 5 runs and 5 hits for the Pioneers. No errors. That one's going to be grounded. Over to second. Picked up, and the throw is in time to end the inning. 1 walk brings 1 runner aboard, but nothing else. Pioneers still trail by 3. More Pios baseball right after this. Thanks again to Clarion Inn. Catcher's interference. The inning is not over. Cooper Smith gets to third. Lucas Phelps is at first. Still 2 away. So Stroka, good luck for the Pios. And the umpire is talking it over. That would likely bring up Lucini. And I think it might be the home plate umpire explaining why he ruled it as a catcher's interference. And they're going to tell... Okay, so yeah, what they're doing there is just making sure Cooper Smith stays at second because the interference led to a dead play. So that'll be what it is. The catcher's interference simply keeps Cooper at second. That'll be a little disappointing, but the good news is, for the Pios primarily, the inning's still alive. Drum just came out to get that explanation. Two on, 2 away. Lucini is now the tying run. We know that the Pioneers generally do better against left-handed pitchers, but Lucini, being a lefty, won't mind facing a righty. 2 away. First pitch going to be driven center field. That should end it unless the outfielders can't find it. They do. That's the inning. Catcher's interference only giving a little bit of hope. 2 runners stranded instead of 1. More Pioneers baseball right after this now. Top of the 7th coming up. Top of the 7th, Hilliard, the sponsor. Zivgar returns to the mound. Little shaky after some good hitting from Geneva as they put 2 more to their lead. They currently lead 8-5. Ziv is going to be tasked with just keeping it quiet here in the 7th inning to give the Pios some more chances to get right back into it. 1-0. Tipped away, 1-1. Hitman returns to the plate. His at-bat was interrupted with the pickle that ended the previous inning. Swing and miss or tip, but either way, count is 1-2. One, two. No one out. 2-2. And by the way, just a reminder, on Friday, you got to get down to Friday. Well, you can't be down at Dunn Field because we're going to be up in Newark facing the Pilots. Rise of Gru? Nope. New episode of The Boys? Nope. Pios fans, make sure you're tuned in on the YouTube for that game tomorrow night. Hopefully the Pios will be able to enter that game on a win streak of 1 instead of a losing streak of 2. They need to get 3-1 to try to make that happen. 3-2 from Gar. And oof, just outside. Ball 4. Himman gets aboard to start the inning. Disappointing there for Ziv. And here comes Drum. And that should be Ziv's day done. I think they gave him the green light to go for this inning. But that'll probably be it for his relief appearance. Disappointing, but still a solid outing for him. Pios will make a call to the pen with a runner aboard. So here comes Kevin Serrano. As he'll warm up. This season, Serrano with an 8 ERA in 9 innings. Although a couple of his runs came from the first home run we ever saw from the Pioneers, a 3-run shot in Jamestown. Good news for Kevin, though. He was able to get out of the inning. The Pios got him run support, and he took home his first victory of the season that night. He'll be tasked with keeping things quiet and getting the Pioneers back into this game. Never say never with the Pioneers. They were trailing 6-0 in Niagara. Came back to win 18-9. And we know that they can get some pretty hot runs in innings 7 through 9. All Kevin needs to do is just keep it close enough and keep that confidence well enough. Runner on first, no one out. Serrano's warm-up done. He's ready to go. Hilliard this inning sponsored the Pioneers. Thank you to Hilliard. That one's going to be popped up. And Surse, unless it drops, is going to be out. Phelps makes the catch. One away. Good start here from Serrano. Gorham comes back up. He's actually 0 for 2 today with a walk. It's been a pretty active day hitting for Geneva. They've got 11 so far, but notably as well, 5 errors. Normally, it's tough to win on 5 errors. They currently are, though. Fouled away, 0-2. That one's inside. Charnetsky loses it. It's 1-2, and the runner gets to second. Actually, he's going to stay there. It almost looked like he was going to third. Decides to stay back. 1-2 now with one away. That one's going to be lined to Lucchini. That'll be a base hit. Lucchini can't get to it. Oh, tough little error from Lucchini. A run scores to make it 9-5. Disappointing, just misread it. And that'll be an error there on Lucchini. That gets Gorham to second. I don't think that'll count as RBI thanks to the error. Disappointing for the Pios. Even if an RBI doesn't count, that run certainly will. Runner on second. Still only one away. Serrano still trying to get out of the inning. That one's going to be flared. Deep right field. Cooper Smith under it. Picks it up. Runner gets to third. Good arm in from Smith. Wow. Actually, even though it got by Hanley, smart play there, I believe, by Serrano, just to make sure it didn't get too far away and allow a 10th run to come home. But what an arm from Cooper Smith. That one was actually relatively close. He was all the way in that right field corner, and that ball was only about half a second behind the runner, tagging from second to third. 2 away, man on third now. Ortiz up. First pitch. I believe ball 1. That one, strike 1. One here with 2 away. That one's going to be lined, and a run will score. An RBI single for Ortiz. Geneva back to a 5-run lead. Getting run number 10 in the ball game. Second game in a row against the Pios that they've put up 10. Showcasing their strong offense. These are important games in a fight for playoff position. Jaff now up, 2 away. Jaffe up. He's got 2 outs. Want to keep that inning alive. Serrano wanting to get out of it. Strike 1, a bit of heat down the middle. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, 2 a 2 away. Haven't had a 2 out 2 away situation in a sec. That one's high, ball 1. And Wild gets away from him, 2 and 2. And runner takes second. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. Jaffe goes down with that swing. One run on 1 hit. Actually, sorry, 2 runs. On 1 hit and 1 error. Only 1 left on base. Top of the 7th done. It's time for the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back with more Pios baseball right after this. Smith returns to the mound. He has been electric tonight for Geneva. The Pioneers just haven't figured out how to crack him. Olsovsky steps up. By the way, I'll give you the line score. It's 10-13-5. Yes, 5 errors for Geneva. 13 hits, 10 runs. Meanwhile, 5-5-1 for your Pioneers. They had their first error of the game in that previous inning. Bottom of the 7th, here's Olsovsky now, facing off against Smith. Olsovsky is going to send that to center field, but it should be out number 1. It is. Justin Hanley will step up now with 1 away. Hanley will be the 12th batter he's faced. He came on with 2 outs in the 4th inning and has kept the Pios quiet since. Swing and a miss, strike 1. These are the innings where the Pios have scored the most. 7th inning, indeed, has also been a very electric one. They've got the bottom of the order coming up. Some guys who can be some difference makers. 0-1 to Hanley. 0-2 now. Hanley struggled a little bit today at the plate. 2 strikeouts. He's had a very good night at the field, though. But can he try to get that performance back up here? He's got an 0-2 count here from Smith. That one's outside, ball 1. By the way, thank you Bully Hill Vineyards being this inning's sponsor of your Elmira Pioneers. That one's going to be popped up, and I think a souvenir for the roof. A little bit humid out tonight, so we'll see a couple flies buzzing around from time to time. One, 2. Outside, ball 2. Two. Oh, just a bit low. That's got to be painful for Smith. But I will say, good news for Hanley. He's now got that count full. I got to say, I got confused for a second because Geneva are wearing the blue kits that we do see from the Pioneers from time to time. Pios wearing gray, Geneva wearing blue. Make sure you don't get mixed up. It's on the scoreboard. So 10-5 lead. Can Hanley try to cut it down? Hanley pops that one again. Full count. Fouled away. Three, 2. That one's going to be popped up. Trying to chase it, but they won't be able to get to it. Fouled. Three, 2 again. Hanley, he's not quitting in this at-bat. Smith wanting to get him down here. And he can't. Hanley gets aboard with a walk. That'll bring up, I believe, Charnetsky. Doesn't look like he's going to get pinch hit. Can Char Binks, as he was nicknamed on Star Wars Night, keep the offense going? And, geez, another spam bottle. We'll deal with that very quickly. I was checking, of course, the one time I don't check in a couple minutes. It is back. But it looks like the offense could be back, too. First pitch, ball 1. See a little activity over in Geneva's bullpen that might be getting someone ready. I agree, Scott. You got to get that rally going. Here's the 1-0. Strike 1, just painting that outside corner. Low, ball 2. Strike 2 on Charnetsky. Very close one. Charnetsky looking back into Wildman, looking at what to do. As of today, Charnetsky 0 for 1 with a walk. Doesn't want to go 0 for 2. He's got Hanley on first. Mandler on deck, 1 away. Foul back. Two. Swing and a miss. And Charnetsky goes down swinging. And by the way, that is strikeout number 5 for Smith. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Pios got a runner on. They want to bring him home. Can Mandler do it? 1 for 1 with a walk and hit by pitch. Swing and miss, strike 1. Swing and miss, strike 2. Mandler down to his last strike of the inning. And again, Smith just looking unstoppable out there. Pios really just don't have an answer. He finishes up this at-bat, finish 3 1/3. That's the point where I think Geneva would go with the new bullpen arm that has been stretching and tossing. 0-2. Fip tipped away. Tipped foul. Oh, 2. Swing and miss. Mandler goes down swinging. And that's yet another strikeout for Smith. He gets 2 this time. 1 runner stranded again. Pioneers in total, they've left 5 on the base path. Those 5 could have played a huge role in this game. Oh, geez, a fly. Anyway, we'll be back top of the 8th right after this. I might need to spray some off here in the booth. And yes, Scott, I did get the bug zapper. I have to see if I can get it to fit. Thank you again for sending that. Top of the 8th, we're back here at Dunn Field. Fleming leads off. Serrano back on the mound. He'll be tasked with trying to go for these final few innings. And that one's outside, ball 1. Pios got another game tomorrow. They're going to travel to Newark. We'll be there. One and one. Count now is going to be 2-1. Swing and miss, 2-2. Serrano fighting back in the at-bat. That's going to be fouled away. Still 2-2. Swing and miss. Fleming goes down. Strike 3. 2 strikeouts in a row for Serrano, and he gets the first out of the inning right here. He's got a chance to keep it quiet and get those Pios bats back up. Smith is still on the mound. The Pios need to break him. If not, they might have some better luck against another bullpen arm. That's going to bring up Gelpy back up. He came in for Harplani. 1-0. Popped up. And, Charnetsky barely unable to come up with it. I thought that was out of play, but actually was. 1-1. Fouled away. 1-2 now. That one's high. Ball 2, just missing the zone. Full count. Long at-bat being drawn here from Gelpy. He came on for the injured Harplani. Hopefully he's okay. But for now, Gelpy will be tasked to finish this game. And he's on with a walk. One away. Flesher now's got that runner on first. Foul back. 0-1. That one's popped up, and Muzio tracking it. Can't get to it, though. It goes off the dugout. 0-2. Oh, 2 here. He's checking first. Serrano, now the 0-2. Fouled away again. I'll say a lot of foul balls in these recent at-bats. The game not too far away from 3 hours here. It's been a long battle, and for the Pios, they're going to want to keep going until the very end. We're here on the top of the 8th. Tomorrow, July 1st, they face Newark, and then after that, Pios will get a day off to rest. Now for the Pios, a few of them, they've been spending some of their days off on the golf course. I was talking to Max Mandler and Mike Sokol. Sokol had a pretty bad golf outing before his start, where he went 6 innings and was able to secure the win. Wonder if another bad outing could help him out. Tried to go to second, but pulled back. 1-2 now. And all these stupid bugs. I'm going to have to probably, after this inning again, spray off everywhere. They're just attracted to this side of the office, not the other one where all the people are. Just this part. It's incredibly annoying. Anyway, grounded. Oh, Muzio can't get to it. He made a good effort on it. Cooper Smith gets to it and throws it back in. 2 on, 1 away. Hard hit ball is really tough for Muzio to get. You can't blame him. And that is going to be the 14th hit tonight for Geneva. Their offense once again on display. Flesher, he's now 1 for 4 with an RBI. He had that sacrifice fly back in the 6th. With 1 out, that's going to bring up Trotta back at the top of the order. 2 doubles, a walk, and a flyout. 2 for 3 entering this at bat. Swing and miss, strike 1. Yeah, I have to spray some off, which is the brand of bug spray. Oh, geez. And another, wait, no, the bots are gone, all right. I was worried because they have a long name on the title of the bot. But, yep, that's the, yeah, Thomas, that's the, that's the brand of spray you gotta use. I'll say the good thing, depending that comparative to raid, is that I probably have to wait a couple minutes for the raid to fully settle. I actually have time for off to settle during the inning break. 0-2. Outside, ball 1. So Trotta on a 2-strike count. Double play is open if the Pioneers could turn it. So just like the bugs flying around the booth, Serrano's got a couple of bugs from Geneva on the base. And he's going to get 1 out right here. Swing and miss, strike 3. The brand of off he uses is some cheese with that curve to get Trotta out for 2 away. Hitman up now, 2 on, 2 out. Looking to keep things quiet entering the bottom of the 8th. Pios only have 6 more outs to play with before they see a second loss in a row. Inside, ball 1. Runners going, a double steal. Charnetsky not going to risk the throw. And a rough slide there from Gelpy. That was a position they already substituted at, but Gelpy looks fine. He just needed to take a step to shake it off. 2-0 here. Little activity in the Pios bullpen. I wonder with these longer innings whether the Pios might bring in just another long reliever for that ninth. Good framing attempt for strike one there. Two one. And ball three, that gets away. A run will score unless they get it in. No, they can't. Gelpy scores from third. It is now an 11-5 game. 3-2 here. Don't know why I'd reset the count. Now 3-2 to Hitman. Fouled away, 3-2. Full count, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gets him on a swing and miss. He strikes out the side in a pretty unorthodox way to do it. One hit brings home 1 run, though. 1 runner gets stranded. 11-5 lead, Pios. Only 6 chances to get back. Bottom of the 8th right after this. Sam Brumbaugh comes in to relieve Smith after 3 1/3. That one sent deep to left. That'll be out number 1 for Wayman on the first pitch. Bobby Marsh steps up now. Brumbaugh, I think, will be tasked with getting the final 2 innings dusted. He's already got 1 of the 6 outs he needs to give Geneva the win and series lead. Strike 1 right down the middle. Bit of heat there from Brumbaugh. This season, Brumbaugh has a 5.40 ERA, 8 1/3 innings pitched, a 9-6 strikeout walk ratio. Foul back from Marsh. Actually, I believe he has been pinch hit for. Yes, indeed. Coming into the game from Marsh is Zach Odom. Oh, 2 now. That one up high. 1-2. But indeed trying something different, likely looking just for a stronger defensive replacement here. Swing and a miss. Odom goes down swinging for the 2nd out of the inning. Another just tough night for the Pios. Coming off that 3-game winning streak, a big loss in Batavia, facing one of the best pitchers in the PGCBL. And this time, steady offense from Geneva, looking to do them in. Cooper Smith now steps up. The question is, can Cooper Smith get something done here? He's going to drive one and get a base hit. Big hit with 2 away. It'll bring up Joe Muzio. Muzio up now. Low, ball 1. High, ball 2, so good start here in the at-bat for Muzio. Today, fielder's choice where he scored, and also 2 other outs. 0 for 3. And ball 3 there on a close inside pitch. I think they're graded just a little bit high. .3-0 here with 2 away. And ball 4. Muzio gets on with 4 straight pitches, and they were very worried about Cooper Smith trying to steal second. That brings up Lucas Phelps with 2 away and 2 aboard. Pios could use a little offensive help. Oh, and 1. Phelps calls time. And, oof, 1-1, close pitch, good take from Phelps. Brumbaugh's got a little tough situation so far. And a third bot is back. We'll deal with that in just 1 second. Ugh, they keep making new accounts. I will say, I like it. It's clever. They put streamer recommends a big swing and miss from Phelps. Oh boy, these accounts are annoying. And thank you for letting me know, Chris Odom. He actually did come in the 7th. To replace Marsh there. So good to know a little bit earlier that we were actually seeing him out there. And 2-2 as, out of nowhere, Cooper Smith steals third. Bugs, bots, quiet bats. Not a perfect night for the Pios. 2-2 to Lucas Phelps. And low ball 3, so works the count full with 2 aboard and 2 away here. Pios down to 4 outs before a 2-game losing streak. Fouled away. Phelps keeping alive. Dunfield still showing some life here on a 3-2 count with 2 away. Runner goes, but so did Phelps on a pitch he misses. The inning is over. 2 runners get stranded on 1 hit. And the Pios continue to roll snake eyes tonight. The inning is over. Top of the 9th right after this. Not last chance saloon because Geneva has a 6-run lead. We'll be back with more baseball right after this. Oh, and always a reminder, if you see those bots in chat, I'll be getting to them eventually. Don't follow their links. They're definitely just some scam sites. Thanks for watching, and remember as well, tomorrow night, the Pioneers will travel to Newark. Top of the 9th, ready to go. Nick Ficcaro comes into the game. He'll be tasked with getting through this final inning. He's a submarine left-handed pitcher. For the season, he enters the game with a little high ERA, but that's just because he's only played one PGCBL game. This will be his second opportunity here. In that game, he had surrendered 2 runs as part of a long relief stint. That first pitch, ooh, strike 1 there. I would have called it maybe a ball, but good framing attempt from Charnetsky, who's still behind home plate. That one low, ball 1. One and 1 here. That one lined foul. That was a very good swing and drive there from number 27. He's coming to replace Circe. Don't have his name ready for you, unfortunately. But there is a new pinch hitter. Count now 1 and 2 for him. That one fouled away again, 1 and 2. 10:22 p.m. It's been a bit of a long night here at Dunfield, but still going to be a bit longer. And 2 and 2 now. That one a bit low. Out outside, 3 and 2. Three-two. Can Ficaro get his first out of the inning right here? No, it's going to be ball 4. Some applause and cheers over from Geneva's dugout. I would not be surprised if that was a pitcher who came on as a pinch hitter here. But Gorham is not going to get pinch hit for. He's back up again. And, ooh, ball 1 a little bit high. Close call there. But a runner is aboard to open the inning. One and 1. That one's going to be grounded over to third. Hanley just takes the out at first. Good grab by Muzio. 1 away. Number 27 gets to second. I'll get his name really quickly. 1 out. Here comes Castellana, although he actually was replaced as well. One here, Shane Ducks at the plate. That one's going to be grounded to first, and Ducks will be out on a solo play for Muzio. 2 away. And meanwhile, trying to find his name. Apparently, Escher Jacks Can't see it on here, so I'm not sure. But either way, number 27 gets to third. Either he's making his debut, or it's just not on the list. No, Jack Eshelman. All right, so colleagues had it wrong. Yeah, the pitcher, Jack Eshelman, now at third. He'd come on as a pinch hitter. Now he's just 90 feet away from scoring. That one's going to be driven to left field, making the catch to end the inning, Odom. So after that walk, Ficarro goes 1-2-3, straining a runner on third. Strong inning. Now the Pios Last Chance Saloon will be ready to go right after this. Brumbaugh still on the mound, bottom of the ninth, ready to go. Due up for your Pioneers, Lucchini, Olsavsky, Hanley. Unless we see some pinch hitting. That won't be starting with pinch hitter. I have to spray more off. There's another bug. All right, anyway, Lucchini's going to get up here. 3 more outs for the Pios for 6 runs. It'll take a miracle to save him now. 1% chance, 99% faith. Lucchini 0 for 3. Yeah, had some good chances. Couple unlucky outs. Takes ball 1 right here. Dunfield getting excited. Olsavsky on deck. Hanley getting some practice swings in. 2-0 here. Has been a little action in the bullpen for Geneva, but don't think they are going to take out Brumbaugh if they don't have to. Foul back, 2-1. That one's going to be driven into outfield. But the catch is made in left field for out number 1. Struggling to find right words that time. I was thinking out into deep left field, but came out too fast and said into outfield. Of course it's out into the outfield. That was a deep fly ball. However, right under it, the left fielder, Trotta. What a day Trotta had. 2 for 4, a walk. And he hit that ball hard whenever he was up at the plate. Olsavsky, the two-way reliever and hitter for the Pioneers up here. Takes ball 1. Olsavsky's going to need to be that spark to keep that offense going, to keep the game alive. 1 away. 0-1-0. Next time, 1-1 with that heat down the middle. Pios got offense going and brought that deficit to 6-5, but just couldn't hold on. Their offense stopped, and a couple of runs came in from the bullpen. And that one, a breaking ball landing in the zone, 1-2. And Wasowski's going to send that to right field. Will it get down? No. Running catch. A good job by Jelpy. 2 away. So with this win, Geneva would improve to 11-8. Pios would go to 9-11. Pios would fall a little bit further in that hunt for 4th, something that I think we'll be talking about throughout much of July. Pioneers better than the fodder at the bottom of the table, but still a little bit away from those top teams. Them and Geneva will be in a battle to get that final spot. This could be a huge win when it comes to playoff implications. Can Hanley have anything to say about this? He's already taken ball 1, 1-0. He did get on base with a walk last time. Up high, ball 2. Good take. Two to Hanley. That one's popped up, but it'll go foul, so 2-1. Two one. 2-3-1 now on the outside. Good take. Charnetsky on deck. I know he'd like to get another chance at it. Tipped away. 3-2, full count. Pios down to their final strike for the first time tonight. Hopefully not the last. I believe that may have been a firework down the street. 3-2 for Hanley. Inside, ball 4, so the game continues. Hanley draws his second walk. Charnetsky steps up. Mandler on deck, high-fiving a couple fans. I know he'd love to get another shot as well. It'll be down to Charnetsky. He's got a runner aboard. Actually, I just realized what the sound was. I believe they're popping a few of the birthday balloons. Because again, it is Stiches' birthday tonight. But for Stiches, it might have a sad ending, sadly. First pitch, strike 1. Checked up there from Charnetsky, but it was some heat down the middle. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Pios down to their final strike once again. Charnetsky, 2 strikeouts this game and a walk. He wants to do what Hanley did and just get back on base and get Mandler back up. And strike 3. Goes down looking on that tough breaking ball. So Geneva gets their second win of the season against the Pioneers. 11-5 is the final score. I'll give you the line score. 11 runs, 14 hits, 5 errors. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Pios. 5 errors, that's tough for a team to win and deal with. But the Geneva persevered. Their bats were on fire, and they took the victory. Hunter Kendall nearly had no decision, but unfortunately the Pios weren't able to close the gap fully, so he takes the loss today. Surse will be given the win, as after they took the lead in the first inning, they never lost it, and that'll improve his record against the Pioneers and for the season. A successful first start for him, but Smith and Brumbaugh, a very solid relieving outing for the duo. Good relieving outings from Gar, Serrano, and Nick Ficcaro, but the bat's just a little too quiet. Although for the Pioneers, we saw some solid days at the plate from a few. Phelps with a big RBI triple, Wayman a 2 RBI single. Cooper Smith had a solid hit, in fact 2 of them. Mandler had another RBI single and went 1 for 2. And overall, not a terrible day for the Pios, but one, I'd probably just say, another defeat. Some players shaking hands, exchanging good games. At the end of the day, Geneva takes another victory. The Pios, another loss. They have a chance to turn it around tomorrow night. More Pioneers baseball will come live